Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you: is Warner Brothers not going to replace your rotted disc? Say what? What's going on here? What's going on here with Warner Brothers? Right? Seems like every day with Warner Brothers, there's some kind of thing going on here. So recently, I covered here on my channel, and a lot of other people covered my channel. For those who are wondering what's going on, is that back in the early 2000s, Warner Brothers DVDs that came out back in the early 2000s, processed from a certain plant in Pennsylvania that used inferior glue in the way they were pressed together and everything. It causes these DVDs to rot. Now, this isn't all Warner Brothers DVDs, but this is a large portion of them. It's sort of like Russian roulette, depending on if you got it from that factory or not. They have a tendency to rot. There's a big list of it. I will put the list in the comments section down below so you guys can go check that list. But this story, it's been around for a few years. It's been never, a lot of people in the physical media world have talked about this and complained about this, and it looked like Warner Brothers had finally listened, and they sent out this email where you can email Warner Brothers and they will replace your disc for you, and if it's out of print, they will, send you a title that's similar. However, it seems like people that are doing this haven't quite gotten the response they expected and haven't got their replacement disc. So I saw this article from Joe Blow, which I'm going to bring up right here. I'm not going to read the first two paragraphs because the first two paragraphs is legitimately what I just told you about the Warner Brothers disc rot and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and read this part here because this is what's worrisome, and I want to give you my thoughts on it. Now, like up here, it says the DVDs, like I mentioned here, where it says Warner Brothers disc rot titles manufactured between 2006 2008, and Warner Brothers is aware of the thing, and they're going to replace the affected titles, and if they're not in print or expired, they'll give you like value, like I just mentioned. That's what I see that there. I wanted to show you that for a reason as I get into this article. And it says, however, this is from Joe Blow now. It says, however, it's come to my attention that WB has been less than responsive to many readers who have contacted them via the email address we were given. The email address was whv@wbd.com, and you email them with your titles that have rotted. They're supposed to replace them, right? It says, I received dozens of complaints from readers while none have contacted me saying they successfully got replacement discs. That means they have themselves, who did a big article about this and sort of brought it to the forefront themselves, their readers and stuff have not been getting their disc. So this is what's curious to me. So I'll get to like you guys out there, because you physical media lovers, and that's my channel, whether you guys got yours or not. It says, so what's going on? Was Warner Brothers Home Entertainment not serious when they stated that they would replace the disc? To be sure, we were not the first ones to reveal that there was a problem. This was a known issue in the home media forums for months before we wrote about it. It seems like our story shone a particular light on the issue, covered by Forbes, Morning Brew, Fuck John Campea, and several other big outlets. And I don't understand. I get it. Those are the bigger names, but Damn Fool Idealistic Crusader and Michael from Retro Blasting really shone a big light on this, more so than them, in my opinion. Check out Damn Fool Idealistic Crusader's videos on this. He just did a new one about it. So much better than any of those people listed. So much better than any of those people listed. They really tackled this head on. But it's been a known issue from a lot of people for a while. This continues, says, to give WV a chance to have their say, I reached out to some contact who sent me their initial response. Reached out to the same contact, who sent me their initial response. Here's a statement they received back asking about, hey, what's up with the replacement thing? They sent back the statement, Warner Brothers Home Entertainment and its customer support partners will respond to all product inquiries. We appreciate our customers and thank them for their ongoing support. Notice some words were left out there. It says, so they maintain they will respond to product inquiries. Note they dropped the part about replacing the disc. That's why I showed you the big red highlighted letters in the beginning. They dropped out that part about replacing disc. Very interesting. Very interesting. And it says, but the people who have contacted me have said otherwise. At this point, I'd like to open up to our readers and see if anyone has successfully gotten replacement disc or even an answer from WB. We want to be fair with them, as it is possible some readers have had success with the company. So please let us know in the comments, or you can email me at chrisbumbre@joblo.com with your experience. Now, I'm going to take that down You guys can email them if you want, but this is me, FanZcene, physical media collector, lover, talking to my audience who is also physical media collectors, lovers, and stuff. And I want to know to any of you out there watching this video and who collect and who found rotted disc from your Warner Brothers, have you emailed them? Have you got your replacement disc? Did they contact you and say they will replace it or switch it out with a different title? I really want to know this because it's like I said, with Warner Brothers here lately, it just seems like it's just they're so frustrating and like it's like they don't even care about so many things, but it does seem like, at one point, like, oh, so they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And it sounds, with the Looney Tunes and that, but then also like, once you really see what's going on, oh, okay, okay. But like with this whole disc rot thing, it's annoying as a physical media collector. A lot of these things I will say in my thing is like a lot of these DVDs I have already upgraded to Blu-ray because a lot of them can be updated to Blu-ray, and I highly recommend upgrading them to Blu-ray. In some cases, the Blu-rays are just as cheap, as the DVDs and stuff, if you can find them. But this is a little bit of nonsense, right? So like they say they will replace your rotted disc, but they're not. They're not doing it. So, but I'm curious because it's Joe Blow and everything, right? And then their viewers. So I'm curious about my people here and other people that are watching this because I feel this could possibly reach a wider audience. So it could, or it could really to a lower audience. I don't know, but I'm curious. Has your disc be replaced? Because I really want to know. I don't want to just sit here and say, Warner Brothers is not replacing them. Screw that. Why even bother? Right. So I want to know, have they replaced them? Because if they have, I really, really want to know so we can get that out there and let people know. But the best way to combat this and to get Warner Brothers to actually replace them and actively do this is we have to make noise, right? You have to constantly keep emailing them. I don't care if it feels like it's a futile or if they send a response back. You keep emailing them over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Or if you have a channel or and you make videos or you have a forum or a website, you write about it, you share it out, you keep talking about it over and over and make some noise so Warner Brothers can hear you and so that we can know if people's discs are being replaced, will be replaced, or going to be replaced. Because as somebody who loves movies and physical media collecting and is passionate about these things, this is something I want to talk about. This is something I want to get out there, and it's something, doing this can help make a change, can make a movement and everything. And Warner Brothers right now, we need to get to them. We need to get out there. We need to get to them and tell them, hey, we want our disc replaced. You need to replace them. It'd be great if they actually replace them with Blu-rays, because that would be great, because the Blu-rays is better than the DVD at this point. But that might cost them a little more money. But it is a really ridiculous thing that the Warner Brothers DVD rot story has been going around for like 3 to 4 years now. 3 to 4 years now, and it took like one article a while back to make a little more noise, and then they decided, yeah, and then I think when it sort of quieted down, they kind of hoped that it would go away and they wouldn't have to replace disc, but now it's back. So make some noise. Let me know what you guys, seriously, I want to know, because if you really did get a disc replacement, that's great. That's awesome. That's all we really wanted to know. And I would love for you to put that in the comment section down below. If you didn't, and if you had emailed them and it's aggravating you, leave that in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing to that bell for notification. That'd be awesome if you're in your guys' subscriptions, or possibly share the video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here and for all of your support. And to everybody watching, whether you liked me, hated me, or liked this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long wherever you all are. Please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Seriously, always support physical media. Yes, you may feel like there's all kinds of problems behind it, but it really, truly is a superior format, and I'd much rather have physical media than streaming any day of the week. Godspeed.